friends! Thank you for joining me for July Crafternoon. We have 3 crafts for you to work on this month. We are starting with our fairy house planter. You have farm animal puppets and a piggy bank. So we will get started with the fairy house planter. So everybody will get a terracotta pot. You'll get a bag of soil, and then you'll get another little bag here, and this has a whole bunch of different stuff. We've got everyone will get a packet of seeds, and each bag has a different packet. So this one is oregano. So, and there's lots of tiny little seeds. All the seeds look kind of different depending on what you got. And we've got a stake that you can use to label what kind of plant you'll be growing. Then for some decorations, we've got some moss, we've got some white stones in there, and then everybody's got 3 acorns. Okay, so the first thing you'll want to do is decorate your terracotta pot. You want to do that before you put your plants, put your seeds in there. Everyone's got a paintbrush and lots of different colored paints. And then you can have a white paint as well, so you can mix a little bit if you'd like to. So you can really decorate this however you would like. You've got some of these items you can stick on the outside, or you can put it right on top of the soil, so it's really up to you. I'll show you how mine came out. My finished product looks like this. So as you can see, I painted a door on there, painted some windows, and I did a little floral design right around the rim, and then I glued stones and moss right on there to kind of make a door frame. So that could be something you might like to do. Parents, you might want to help the kids with this part. I used a hot glue gun to get many of these on there, but I also used tacky glue to get a couple of these on there. The stones are pretty lightweight, so tacky glue will work. You don't have to use hot glue, but hot glue will get it stuck really securely, so that could be an option. So once you have your planter decorated however you would like, however you imagine a fairy house to look, then the next thing you'll do is pour your soil into the pot. And you'll notice there's a hole in here for drainage purposes. So what you'll probably want to do is set your terracotta pot onto a saucer. That way any of the extra water can run out of there and it won't go all over the place. So what you'll want to do, you won't want to put this tape on yours, but I'm going to use it as an example just so the dirt doesn't fall out. Yeah, you'll want to place it on your saucer, then pour the dirt in. I gave a generous amount of soil, so you may not need all of it, but it certainly can't hurt to use all of it. Pour that right in. There you go. And then what you'll do is you'll take your packet of seeds, and you can pour all the seeds in. That way if some don't end up growing, you'll still get something. So you'll pour those right in. You can put a little of your extra soil right on top. Okay. Then what you might want to do is with like a black marker, or you can paint it right on. You can write what it is you've planted. So for this one, oregano, I would write or paint oregano right on there. You can paint it however you'd like. I made one that says dill. So somebody has dill in their bag, but painted it kind of like that. So once your seeds are in there, you can just stick this right in the soil. That way you know exactly what you planted. Next thing you might want to do is take your acorns, and I thought it would be fun to turn these into toadstools. So the way you do that, a couple different ways. What you can do is, here's a finished one. So as you can see, I painted the bottom part of the acorn white, painted the top red, and then put white dots on there. And then it transforms it right into a little toadstool. And you can set it right in there if you want to, or you can set it in the saucer that you have your terracotta pot in and have them kind of right around it. So everybody's got 3. And if you wanted to, you could also do it like this and leave the bottom natural and then put the red right on there, or you could just leave them as they are, whatever you'd like to do. And then, if you'd like, if you decided not to glue any of your moss or stones on the outside of your pot, you could take it and use either one to sort of, you want to pull this apart, kind of separate it, put it right on the top. Put it right in there. Give it a little decoration, and put your little toadstools right in there. Yeah, and sit it on the windowsill, maybe in your kitchen, let it get some sunlight. And it usually only takes a couple of weeks to start seeing your plants sprout up, but you'll want to make sure that you water them. Give it enough water, take a look at the soil, make sure it isn't too dry, and then the draining helps, that hole in the bottom will help so that it doesn't get too much water. But you want to make sure they get water and sunlight. All right, so that is our first project. All right, for our next project, we're going to do the farm animal puppets. So for this project, everyone will get a set of crayons. You will get a bag filled with some large red popsicle sticks. You have 6 of those, and that we'll use to form the shape of the barn. And then you have 10 small popsicle sticks, and these you'll use to make your puppets. And you'll also get a red piece of paper with the outline drawn on it, and that's going to be the roof of the barn. So you'll want to cut that out. And then you'll get 2 sheets, 2 coloring sheets with a total of 10 farm animals on them. Okay, so you can color these in however you would like. Be as creative as you want. They don't have to be realistic, but they can if you want. And then what you'll do, after you color in your animals, you'll cut them out and then glue them right onto the popsicle sticks. So I'll show you what I mean. So after I colored my goat, I cut right around, the outline out. Then I just put some glue right on the popsicle stick and stuck the goat right on there, and it stuck very well. I think tacky glue would probably be best. That worked well. Here's another one, my cow. So you can cut them out however you'd like. This one I cut right along the outline, so just the cow was on there. This one I left some white on there. I find this is a little bit sturdier to leave more of a border on there, but whatever you'd like to do. So after you color in your farm animals, make those puppets, you can build your barn. Okay. So it's probably easiest is if I show you what the finished product will look like. So if you can see, we've got 2 popsicle sticks here, 2 here, and then 1 on the top and 1 on the bottom. So the way I did it, to get this shape, you'll want to take your popsicle sticks, take 4 of them, 2 out for the sides, take 1, place it right across the top, have all those ends meet up, and then place 1 on the bottom and do the same thing. Okay, so you've got yourself a square. And then you'll just put a little bit of tacky glue right on either side here, right on the ones that are on the that are going vertically. And then you'll stick your popsicle stick right on there. Then you'll remove one on the bottom, put a little dot of glue on each of these bottom popsicle sticks, and stick this one right on top. Next thing you'll do is take the 2 leftover popsicle sticks and put it right beside the ones going vertically, so the ones going up and down. Place it right next to it. However, this one is on top of that, of the sticks going this way. Okay, so they're overlapping a little bit. And you'll put that right on the left side, you'll put one on the right side. So if I hold that out, you can kind of see what I mean. We've got, these ones are behind, then we put these ones here, these horizontal ones, then we put these last vertical ones on there. Okay, it takes a little while for it to dry. It does stick well though, so you do have to wait a little bit, but then it's really stuck on there. Okay, so once those are nice and dry, you can cut out your rooftop. Once you cut that out, what I decided to do was I took a black marker and I made sort of this barnyard door shape right on there, and then I outlined the perimeter with a black marker. So you might want to do that if you'd like. You don't have to. The other thing you could do if you wanted to is cut out a square, and that way you have a little more room to play with for your puppet show. So once, and you'll take this, and to glue that on, what I did is I put it right behind there. And this was the last piece I did. You might want to wait until this structure dries, and then put a little bit of glue once again right on the edge, right on the top edges of those popsicle sticks, and then stick this right on there. You can lay it right down and dry it nice and flat like this. It's a fun finished product. All right, so you'll have that, and you'll have all of your puppets, and then you can put on a nice little puppet show. If you really wanted to get creative, you could even make a background for this. You could take some construction paper and draw a whole farm. You could take even a poster board if you wanted. You can get really creative and put on a whole puppet show. Could figure out some other structures to build too. But there's our second project. All right, last but not least is our piggy bank. So that'll come in a plastic cover just to make sure it doesn't get scratched, but cute little piggy bank. And then you can use your paints again from your fairy house planter. Lots of colors, and I gave some white too in case you wanted to mix it with red and have a pink piggy. Kind of like a traditional little piggy. Everybody's got some glitter glue that you can use to decorate with. And then you've got 2 googly eyes in one of these little containers here. You can use that if you want to, but you don't have to. So the first thing I did with my design was I mixed red and white together to get this nice pink color that I liked. So you could do that on a paper plate, or you could take the eyes right out of here, put those on the table, and use this to mix your paints. So first, painted the outside of my piggy and let that dry. And then I used my other colors to make some little flowers on there. I used the glitter glue to write my name right on there. Made a few additional flowers with that. You can decorate it however you would like. Any color you want, doesn't have to be pink. Could be any of these. And then I used a little tacky glue to stick the eyes right on. And as you can see, there is an outline where the eyes go right on there. So if you just put the eyes right in the middle, they fit perfectly. So that works out kind of well. And then right under here, we've got this plastic thing here. That way you can put your change in and it doesn't fall out the bottom. And then that way too, when you want to empty your piggy bank, you don't have to break it or anything. You can just take this part right out and dump your change out. You might want to take this out when you paint. That way it doesn't get any paint on it. It might stick to the ceramic if you do that. if you leave it on, so you might want to take that off. And who knows, maybe over your summer vacation you do some extra chores, you'll put your allowance right into your piggy bank, and by the end of the summer you'll have a full piggy bank. Alright, so that is our third project. Hope you enjoy your crafts for this month's Crafternoon. I'll see you next time.